Play the intro. Hello and welcome to Red Flags. We're your hosts, Dave, Opie, Alan, and Donnie. And today we're talking about 2000's scary movie. Thanks for pissing me off right before we hit record.
It was so much more fun. and I love how aggressive you are right now. Just like, welcome to Red Flags. We're doing a thing where we're talking about shit.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
That's what you sounded like.
Well, good. That's, yep.
And
Anyway,
then in the middle of that intro, you can hear Donnie be like,
because he was laughing because I was ranting.
Yeah,
That was
it
probably
caught
me
me so
coughing.
off guard.
maybe it
Like
was
when
there.
when it's a few seconds in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think that's the idea. Just piss somebody
I
off
think at
and
the
then
One of
very-
these
hit the
days,
button.
that's what I did.
one of these days, I'm just gonna randomly start saying the intro with the intro.
Do it.
There you go.
No one's stopping you.
Nope.
It's got to be random though.
Yeah.
You got to feel it.
It's fine.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Fair enough.
The anger took over.
By the
this
way-
intro.
This movie,
We should actually record that intro with that sound, and then all of us mimic like listen to it and then mimic what's going on.
it has been recorded.
No. I'm saying have the music, and then somebody sings the itsy bitsy spider part.
How do you think that it got on the soundboard?
All right.
Wait. I think you're confused about what I'm talking about.
I made the song, so there's already a recording of it
Yeah,
separately.
he's saying to do
I'm
more-
saying we
Yes.
do the parts instead of the theme song
so
saying
you want like Donnie to just go
itsy bitsy spider. That
Who's gonna do the howling scream?
Opie has to.
Ah!
I think Al just volunteered.
No.
No, Al has to do the laugh.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was just a random witch cackle.
All right.
Come on,
So,
that would be fun.
Scary movie, 2000.
2000.
Are we
Made
doing
in the year of our Lord 2000.
do our rankings right away?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, dog.
Initial-
What do you got?
initial ratings? I mean, I'll give this one I'm going to give it an 8, I guess. I don't know. I like this movie a lot, so to
All
me
right.
it's a solid one.
Donnie, what do you got?
Oh, I'll go with an 8. It's got a lot of good quotes. It's got a lot of fun little scenes.
David
But
found a lot
I'm
of good
not
quotes.
huge on like parody movies, but it's a good one.
Hey, Terry, smell my finger. Oh, what the hell is that? My ass.
Yeah, there's all kinds of good quotes in this one.
Oh yeah.
What do you
Okay.
got, Al?
So, right now, after watching it yesterday, I'm at a 6.
Okay. You
I'm at a
watched it
6.
last night?
I watched it last night. I'm at a 6, and it was okay. I liked it more back in the day. I like it a lot less now.
All right.
I think probably
Fair.
a lot of it's because of how many times it's been referenced and how many times you've seen it.
Maybe, but we'll talk about
that
it.
kind of humor is a little worn out.
We'll talk about
I
it.
still laugh through it.
Yes, he did.
What did you give it, Dave?
Oh, I gotta go an 8.5.
All right.
And
High scores, except for
most
for Al.
most of the reason is just doofy. That makes me laugh every time.
You know, I'm 25 and a half years old.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's just Manny.
So big.
Yeah.
He fucking cracked up at that last night. And I know it's a visual thing because he holds up his hands. He's like 20, and then like on the last 5 part,
He's like half a thumb.
Yeah.
yeah, it's that many. Oh, so big.
Yeah, that guy is very good. And when you watch Scream, you kind of think of Doofy when you watch.
There was so much shit that I forgot was even in this movie.
Okay, so it was directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Yeah, one of the Wayans brothers.
Yes. He's the one he came up with In Living Color. You know, Little Man, White Chicks.
I forgot about Little Man. That movie sucks.
I never watched it,
I
but it
haven't
looks
That
really
movie
fucking
is so
stupid.
dumb.
It looks really fucking stupid.
I loved White
It's
Chicks.
bad.
That
White
was
Chicks
fun.
is also really fucking dumb.
Yes.
It's
but
still
I-
funny though.
I feel like Little Man is even dumber than White
Yes,
Chicks.
yes. The best part of White Chicks is Terry Crews.
Yeah, he's super good. In that one.
100%. Yeah.
But he's really Keenan Ivory Wayans he's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, was he? He was Major Payne, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, you're thinking about Damon Wayans?
Damon Wayans,
Yeah.
Senior.
I guess.
Because Damon Wayans Jr. is the one who's in like New Girl and that remake of the cop show. I can't think of the name of it.
I have no idea.
Fuck. I'll think of it later.
Yeah.
Isn't that like
Randomly.
Let's Be Cops or something? Like
No,
that?
no. It's a TV series that was remade from a cop movie. Riggs.
Hmm.
Riggs.
I don't know.
Riggs is my hint because I can't think of the Lethal Weapon.
Oh.
Okay. So it stars Sean and Marlon Wayans.
Sean and Marlon.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, when we were growing up, right, the Wayans were fucking everywhere, right? Marlon was always my favorite.
Donnie, do you have was the
I don't remember which
Wayans
one's
brothers? Are you familiar with them?
He was Smokey.
Yeah, bits and
It
pieces.
was who?
Okay.
Shorty?
Yeah, Shorty.
Oh, okay.
I said Smokey because that's all he does. Is fucking smoke weed the whole movie.
And he's sort of imitating Smokey from Friday
Yeah.
in Don't Be a Menace. Sorry. I've got that one on the brain because I watched it this morning.
Yeah.
Because I was on like a Wayans kick, which Dave kind of was on too. He went and looked at Major Payne,
Yeah.
which is
I
awesome.
was just
I'm gonna watch
scrolling
it.
through the voodoo movies I have, and I just came across.
Wait,
it. I
which
haven't
one was
And you
in
can go
that.
at home.
Which one was in Bulletproof? Bulletproof? Is that the one with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
I think it's the same guy that played Major Payne.
I think that's Damon.
Oh,
Wayans.
okay.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a great movie. I should watch that one again too. Disneyland.
Disneyland. Have you seen that one, Opie?
Yes, for sure. Not in a long time though.
Oh, fuck.
Get that out of my ass.
Well, yeah.
That was so funny.
Also, my favorite lady, Regina Hall.
Why?
I
I'll
just
tell
think
you
she's
this.
so funny. She's like Anna Faris. They're both like hilarious.
I'll tell you this right now. When she was getting stabbed in the movie theater,
Yep.
Dave was like, "This is Opie's favorite." He's like, "This girl is Opie's favorite."
She's like more prominent in some of the other ones, but I
Yeah.
just in general think she's hilarious. Yeah, she's one of my faves. Her and Anna Faris have like they're just funny. You know, they're just naturally hilarious.
The only two, like as far as the scary movies go, the first one obviously is my favorite, and the second one, that I laugh at that one too. But past that, they just kind of got stale.
So, do you know the story behind the franchise at all?
No, I was actually because I
No,
asked
not
Dave.
really.
I asked Dave last night because I was like, "Oh shit, the Wayans were the writers and directors of this,"
Yeah.
and he was like, "Well, yeah," and I was like, "Did they do the rest of them?" And he was like, "I don't know."
So what happened was they did this one, and I'll read you the budget and stuff because.
So did they do the second one too?
Well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
This one killed it. It had $19 million budget and did more than $178 million gross worldwide.
You know what's funny about that is that Sean Wayans got to say the Wayans show was a great show, and millions of people watched that over and over again. So that probably boosted the numbers for that show too.
Yeah. But then they did the second one, and they were doing it with the Weinsteins, Miramax. So on the second one, they were like, listen, the first one was a success. We want more for the second. And it was, I watched a bunch of interviews with Marlon Wayans, and he said it was like a 20 for 20 million for 20 million or something like that.
It just evened out.
I don't know, but they make more. So they make 20 million, and they made the second one. Second one was good too. And then they came to him for the third one and pitched it to the Weinsteins. And this time they were like, we keep coming out. We're doing good work. We want 30 for 30 this time. Whatever. I don't know how that fucking phrase. That's what he kept saying.
Okay.
So they wanted more money. And the Weinstein said, nope, lowballed them. And then stole the idea kind of.
Oh, really?
Yes. And then, so for the third one, they're not involved, but Anna Faris and it's kind of theirs.
Some of the same cast.
Because it's sort of like they wrote it.
Oh, really?
Kind of, because they stole,
Yeah.
Well, that's probably why it wasn't as good past that.
Yeah. And then
That makes sense.
it's just the Weinsteins. And
Well, they
five is,
crapped it out.
yeah. So
Yeah,
4
if-
and
if-
5.
Yeah,
felt
because like I
like-
said, the first two are hilarious. I mean, the third and fourth, I mean, they have funny moments, but they are nowhere near the first two.
Did the Weinsteins take over and like start pumping out all those other parody ones, or
Like Not Another Teen Movie and those.
well, yeah, like that, and like the Spartan movie, which was making fun of like 300 and stuff like that.
I can't remember what
yeah.
that one was.
And then there's that vampire one you watched the other
Vampires
day.
suck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that might have just been an era for spoofs, but
Yeah, but I mean, obviously this fucking kickstarted it into a.
I love a good spoof that, but just lately there's not very many.
No, because they fucking killed it. They like just saturated the market with it. Nobody fucking wanted it anymore.
Here's a hot take I read at some point over the weekend where someone said that Scary Movie 1 did for like parody and spoof genre what Scream did for the slasher genre. What are your
Okay.
thoughts on that?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
do. Do you want to? I gotta get this out because I need to say these words. The thing that bothers me the most about this movie is how dated it is and how much they put pop culture into it. Besides, like just using the references of the movies to spoof.
Mm,
can you give me an example?
Yes, I'll give you an example. When they're starting to argue and she's like, I'm just really upset. And he was like, it happened a year ago. And she was like, but Ginger was my favorite Spice Girl. Kids these days aren't going to get that.
yeah.
You were
You don't-
expecting me to say one word really loudly, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I was legit like, I don't know what the fuck.
Oh,
you're
I
talking
thought you
about.
were going to say.
And I still don't, because I don't remember that part, but I believe it.
Okay, fine. Here's another example.
Okay.
Was that?
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, no one's gonna fucking get that shit.
Yeah, nobody's going to know.
Thank God.
You know what? I wrote this down because I spotted it right away. But a quote that kind of goes in line with shit happening lately was they made a reference to P. Diddy.
I might have missed that one.
Yeah, she did.
What did she
Yeah,
say?
it's
What did
right
she
away in the beginning. I think it's when
I think I smoked a cigarette
Reg-
right at the beginning.
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
before,
Regina Hall's talking, and
before
she
Shannon
said
and
her
Elizabeth came.
her friend Sean had a pool party this summer, and she's like, Puff Daddy. Anyway, everyone was drinking crystal champagne, and then it started to get wild, and people were getting freaky in the pool and stuff. And I was like, up.
That aged well.
That reminds me of like when they use the meme where it's
Yes.
I didn't even have to finish that one, and Donna's like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, straight up. I did that. I was like, oh, up.
Up.
Yep. Let's see who else. I mean, this one's full of really good actors and actresses. John Abrams.
Who's that guy?
That's the white guy.
Okay.
Do you remember the?
So that guy, he looked really familiar when I was watching this, and I was
Okay.
trying to think of where I'd seen him
I
before.
think you forgot about your light.
Yeah, you have a light. Just push the button.
Oh, yeah,
That might be a little easier for you.
way better. He's in the new Terrifier.
Okay.
He had a Terrifier 3 credit.
Really? I haven't seen that one yet.
No, we haven't seen it yet, but
Is
that
it
makes me
out?
Curious. I think it is. I don't know.
I don't know if it's available to stream or whatever, but like it might still be in theaters.
Yeah, maybe.
They might just be pumping that out because it's popular, and it feels really weird. Because we had just gotten into like Terrifier and Terrifier 2. Like when Terrifier 2 came out, we were like, it felt more like underground.
Yeah.
And then this one came out, and everybody's like, fucking. It might have to do with people using
I hope they bring it back
using Art the Clown as a meme or whatever.
Yeah.
because the second one I did not like that one.
I listened to an interview with the guy who plays Art the Clown.
Yeah.
And he said that the plan, whether or not it actually comes to fruition, but there's supposed to be 5 movies, and they're going to go more into detail about who Art the Clown.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to know more about him.
That's the thing.
But
is-
like I said, the second one was just too Fruit Loopy.
In this
It
third
wasn't
one
my
is
thing.
supposed to answer some questions.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm going to watch it regardless because it's what we do.
Yeah.
But I have some hopes for it. I hope that it comes back towards, like, the first one wasn't bad. I liked it. It was pretty gory, but, you know,
yeah.
it was okay. Second one just, to me, just bombed. I
Oh,
I didn't hate
didn't
it.
care for
I
it.
didn't hate it.
I enjoyed it. Straight up, I enjoyed it.
So we got, seeing as we're going off on tangents about actors in this movie, this is probably common fucking knowledge, but I feel like I'd get yelled at if I didn't say this.
That he had a baby dick.
Did that happen in this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it did.
That was John Abrams. That was the boyfriend,
Yeah.
white guy.
Yeah, I wasn't. Okay, I was gonna say that Anna Faris used to be married to Chris Pratt for 9 years.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
I thought everybody knew that. That's why I was like, I feel like this is common knowledge,
yeah.
but maybe it's just like Donnie knew it. So
I guess I didn't know that. Did you know that Shorty was based on a real person?
probably, but I didn't know that.
Well,
Who was it based
now you
on?
do. It was based on one of Marlon's friends who was kind of pissed off that he did it.
Really?
And then he watched the movie and was like, that was funny.
All right.
But apparently he talks just like that. And he's a huge weed head.
You shot me in my lung. You want to hit?
Yeah. Yeah. I love these movies because the humor is like layered on there pretty thick. There's
What?
always a joke. You know,
I mean, layered on there pretty thick.
yeah, it's just joke after joke after joke. You know, I
Okay.
love that. It's super good.
Yeah, like the joke of like getting your head pierced with a dick.
Yes, there's different layers and styles of joke. Some of it is pretty crude. Some of it.
Do that again.
Name another actor.
Name another actor.
Name another actor.
How
who,
about Dave Sheridan?
who dat?
That's Doofy.
I looked him up, and he doesn't have a lot of good credits that I saw.
Yeah, he's got a fantastic mullet on IMDb right
He
now.
sure fucking does.
But yeah, he was amazing as Doofy. He definitely steals the show.
Yeah. 100% Dave's favorite character.
Let's see.
And my favorite part, the vacuum cleaner. When he's cleaning his room.
I said, don't disturb you. I'm cleaning my room.
Yeah, that. Oh my God. The acting in that scene is fucking just great. Because the way that he fucking like the phone rings or whatever, and she's like, oh my God, and he
Got,
hangs
like,
up.
those
And then
spandex
like
shorts
the
on.
mom is yelling like, Doofy or whatever, and he comes running out of his room dragging a fucking vacuum cleaner. And then he just stands there.
with a massive heart on.
He's standing there with the fucking vacuum cleaner in one hand, picks up the phone, puts it to his ear, puts it back down, and then says that line as he fucking stomps back to his room. And the way that the vacuum is just fucking jostling and tossing around behind him, that part is way more funny to me than the line itself. But
the physical
Yeah, it's
humor,
real solid.
The physical humor matches up with like all the jokes. It's so
I have a pop quiz because I mentioned this before.
what?
So at the end of the movie, you find out that Doofy isn't as advertised, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
What is that referencing?
Ooh, I know.
I know too.
Do you?
I mean, I got it written down right here.
You wrote that shit down?
Well, fuck yeah, I wrote down all the movies that this movie is parroting.
God damn it.
I know it anyway because I've seen it.
I feel
Do you
like,
want me to name the specific person that he's imitating?
yeah,
And I'll one up you, Kaiser Soze.
well played. You got it. You got her.
Ha.
Who the fuck is Kaiser Soze?
Kaiser Soze. Yeah. So actually, David Sheridan plays Kaiser Soze in Scary Movie.
He does.
Sure does. Let's see. Let's there's obviously Carmen Electra.
Yep. She's the first.
Nice.
She's the.
She's in like every parody movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of that's how you know it's like opens with her, and that's like how you know what era this is from, because she's like
Yeah.
2000s.
And they call her Drew.
That must
Why
be
do you think that is, Opie?
that must be the Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Okay.
'Cause that's the role she was doing. Because Drew Barrymore. We just did Scream 96.
I know. I was there for that.
Wait, were you?
No,
Wasn't I?
nope. You were in Italy.
Scotland.
Scotland.
One day I'll be in Italy.
Yeah.
Well, was it just you two then?
For Scream?
Yeah.
You were in for
Oh,
Scream.
no, I wasn't on Scream because I listened to.
Motherfucker,
No, that was all three of you because I listened to that on my way back from Ohio.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like I was there.
Well,
for
maybe we
Scream.
did that one.
Maybe that was
the
right
week
before. Yeah, maybe before you left.
It could have. Oh yeah.
Probably, I don't know anymore. It's all a blur.
We
There's-
must have done the one with Donnie right after.
There's a controversial actor in this movie.
Oh my, who's that?
Heard Fuller.
What?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Let's see.
Look
Kurt Fuller's in it, but
Marlon Wayans, John Abrams, Ed Ferris, Carmen Electra, David Faraday, Frank B. Moore, Giacomo Biazotto,
Nope, keep going.
Kyle Graham, Leanne Santos, Mark McConchie, Karen Kruper, Rick Dokanum, Regina Hall, Shannon Elizabeth, maybe?
Nope.
Lloyd Berry, Sherry O'Terry.
That's a cool name. I feel like I should know that, but
She's the reporter.
Yeah, and
Oh,
she's
okay.
super fucking funny.
She was in
okay, keep going.
Saturday Night Live a lot.
That's why I know the name.
Yep.
That's why I know the name.
Matthew
is it Lachlan
Paxman?
Monroe?
Nope.
Matthew Paxman or Chris Robson?
No. Keep
Well,
going.
That's it. Who the fuck else?
Did you? There was like a Jane in there.
I didn't hear a Jane.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. There should be a Jane in there.
Is there a Jane in this fucking movie?
There's a James Vanderbeek in this movie.
James
There is.
Vanderbeek is in this.
Yes,
Yeah, for like half
Wrong
a
set.
second.
Yep.
Wait, what did he say?
it's when they were fooling around on the bed.
Oh, and he was like, "Oh, there's
just
a
before
script
the
supervisor."
PG-13 thing, and
Oh,
He's like,
And,
oh, wrong movie set.
yeah, he goes to climb in the window, and he goes, "Oh, wrong set." Then he climbs.
oh,
back
I
down.
missed that. I missed that part.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. It's not. There's no Janes in this.
Oh, the one playing Miss Man,
Yes.
Oh,
Jane Turka.
What's controversial about her?
So I
Same.
bet you thought that was a male actor.
Maybe is that what's controversial?
Well, yeah.
I was
because
wondering that.
It is not a male actor playing a female pretending to have balls. It is a female bodybuilder who really just leaned into this role. This was her first acting gig.
Well, she did
And
fantastic.
I feel like
The
this is one of
performance
those.
was fantastic.
This is one of those things that you can't do today.
Well, you can. It just
You probably not. No.
No,
I
I
don't-
I feel
well, you
like
can
it
do
would-
anything.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
how well is it going to be received?
Yeah,
You
fair.
can't do this in like positive atmosphere these days.
Yeah.
You can't do this commercially.
Yeah.
I got so annoyed when the whole "was up" thing happened.
Really?
I did. I got.
How does
so,
that bother you that much?
Yeah. Do you remember the
It
commercials
put me
that
back.
started that?
It took me back into that fucking era, into the '90s when it was those fucking commercials and It's like every fucking Austin Powers quote that you hear a million fucking times. Now we don't hear them, but like during the time, it was like, shut the fuck up about Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, like you'd go into fucking school, Shagadelic, and you're like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. We saw the movie.
I
When
like
when
gold.
people
Get
start
in my
quoting like
belly.
or saying lists of things, I will go back to Goldmember and just be like, pancake and a smoke, waffle and a cigar,
Yes,
pipe and a crepe.
it is fine to go back on it, but I don't know why. Like just the whole and it lasted too long. But I did appreciate the way that they make the ghost face mask change expressions. I did like that in this movie a
Like
lot.
there's a
Mm.
stoned ghost faced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I did like the fact that the expression changed.
And like a snickering one that's like, "Tee,
Yeah.
I'm behind the couch or whatever.
Oh, that was fucking dumb. That made me like. There's so many jokes that are like, this is fucking stupid.
See,
Then it
like
goes
they're
behind
all
the curtain.
great.
I don't know if I'm like just being negative or what, but like sometimes it was just like, oh my god, shut up, I don't care.
I
But-
will say it's not. This is lowbrow humor.
I know,
You
I know
know.
it's not supposed. Like I know what it is supposed to do, and it did great things for cinema, and I love that it was the Wayans brothers. Like, I just don't know why. Like, if they wouldn't have done some of the pop culture stuff and just stuck to parodying the movies and making humor that way, I think I would have liked it more instead of dating it to the late 90s, early 2000s with whatever was happening pop culturally.
I guess, but I think I think when the Weinsteins took over, they probably hyper did that.
Yeah.
You know, because they probably didn't have the Wayans brothers writing as well and like keeping the fucking script.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I've seen all of them. None of them are memorable. But
I
the first
remember
and second ones, I mean, I could practically quote half of them.
who is that guy from like Naked Gun?
Oh,
Leslie
Leslie Nielsen.
Nielsen.
That's it.
Yeah, I know he's in one of them.
He's in like the third one, yeah.
The third one's pretty solid. I honestly.
I just don't remember it. I've seen them all.
So,
Yeah.
Which is the one that does what is that called? Like Field of Dream or something.
Yeah,
like
that was
Is that
Signs.
the fourth one?
Signs.
Signs. Yeah.
mhm.
Let me see here because I'm going to say that's number 3.
Because you were thinking of the swing away part, right?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
the second is the one with the guy who's got the strong hand.
Yeah.
You know, and
That
they're
was the
running
second
around.
one?
Take my
Mhm.
strong hand.
They're running
No,
around
give me
in
the other
house.
one.
And
It's
then-
not strong enough.
The third one is with the rapper, and they live in
Okay.
the cornfield. and
Okay.
Okay,
the
that is
aliens
that
come
one.
down.
Which one was that? That was the third one?
That's the third one.
Okay, I do kind of remember that one.
And then the fourth has Saw, and what the hell's The Grudge, and what's that other one with where they're
Ring?
That
oh,
one,
it's M. Night Shyamalan. They're out in the woods and they
Oh, The
think-
Village.
That's it. Wow, good.
which is the one that
There you go.
has oh my god, what was
5. I don't know what the fuck that. I don't know what in the fuck it looks
isn't
like.
that
I never
the
saw
fifth
5.
one?
Me neither.
Is that one that does that what the hell is that stupid alien invasion crap they
Oh,
did back
War
in
of the
like,
Oh,
World?
like Cloverfield?
yes, like the War of the Worlds thing.
That looks like number 4. Yeah,
that one's
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, number 4 seemed to be the
Okay.
alien-ish one.
and that's the one without the Wayans involved at all. So yeah, What else? We talked about how this one did super good at 19 million, and it blew up. It went 278 million worldwide.
Yeah,
It was amazing. Everybody loved
it was good. I liked it. I liked it at the time. I just like it less now, and maybe I was just in a bad mood when I watched it. I don't know.
I don't know how you could be in a bad mood and watch this. It's so fucking funny. This
I laughed
had me
still.
rolling. Yeah.
I've seen it a million times, and I still was giggling through the whole damn movie.
Yep. It had me laughing throughout the whole movie. Like,
I think-
too much to even specifically mention shit.
Yep.
Name one thing.
Can't do it.
Oh, I can.
One thing that's like really funny.
Yeah.
So Dave gave me
When-
a list of like audio clips, and I don't know why Dave gave me this one because I thought this was dumb. You ready?
Got your ice pack for your hand. Ow! Sorry.
Why are you guys laughing at that? It's not even
I'll get one for your
Funny.
head.
She beamed him, right? Or he beamed her, right? In the fucking
Yeah.
head with an ice pack.
It was supposed to be for her hand, and
You know what does?
sorry, I'll go get you one for your head.
Do you know what makes it even more funny? Is knowing that he's not fucking handicapped and that he did that shit on purpose.
Right. Which also, you got to think when he does that, what, smell my finger? What is that?
Yeah.
That's on there too.
I thought I played that already. I thought I played that first.
Yeah.
Hey, Terry. Smell my finger.
What the hell is that?
My ass.
And don't worry, guys. He's a man of the law.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, respect the badge.
Mom says when I wear this badge, you're supposed to treat me like a man of the law. Special Officer Goofy reporting.
Very nice.
Very nice, doofy
Hey.
reporting. Is it offensive for me to quote that like that?
Why?
No, I don't.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're quoting an
That's a
actor
quote.
in a movie.
From 24 years ago.
Now, if you were actually doing it just to be an asshole, that would be different.
Yeah.
Right.
Shannon Elizabeth, not the greatest actress in this.
I thought she did super good. I
Really?
really liked it, especially when she died and she was
That
like,
bugged the fuck out
I
of me.
loved it.
I was like, oh my God. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
Ew, I'm a gross severed head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I lost, when I was like, I'm done with that.
That was a little over the top, but to that point, I was like,
I did like the rest of that. Yeah, like when she's like, oh, this is where I turn and break my leg. And she fucking snaps her. Ugh.
And just the look on Ghost's face, he's like, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
yeah, it was good.
I love when he's scratching his head with his knife.
Yeah.
What the fuck is she doing?
Yeah.
Just doing all the work for him.
And then she's like, this is the big climax. I
Oh.
hope you don't fake it.
I hope you don't mind if I fake it.
Okay, Opie, this might like boost your memory on whether or not you remember us talking about Scream,
Okay.
the garage door.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought about that when I was watching the scene too, because I was like,
Yeah, that one was very
it,
unbelievable.
it confirms the theory. Yeah.
Well, I was like, when it first started, I was like, see, now this is what I expected. And then it went ape shit. And I was like, okay, that went overboard. Because like when it started to malfunction, I was like, yeah, that's how I expected. Like it might like freeze up and break and like not lift her up in the air.
Yeah.
But this one went a little more and had the whole fucking garage fall on top of her,
Yeah. Very ridiculous.
which felt like a fat joke.
It probably
It
is.
was. That was why she couldn't
Oh, yeah.
fit through
Mental-
the...
I know she couldn't fit through the fucking hole.
There's mental handicap jokes. This is a very
Not PC.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did say the R word.
probably
A few times.
Yeah, yeah. I think Gail probably said that.
And I don't know if it's. No, it was Shannon Elizabeth said it.
Oh yeah, she called him a retarded retard.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a double negative. Doesn't
Oh,
that make
Yeah.
a positive?
Yeah, I suppose.
I was gonna make another joke, but I'm not gonna do it.
That's a
do you know what
math
joke-
joke.
Do you know what joke also went on too long?
What?
The pictures of the fucking cop. When he's like, I want you to take a look at these and see if anything speaks to you.
Oh my god.
I thought that was pretty funny. It's a very Kurt Fuller moment.
It was fine for like 5 seconds. And then it was like, all right, we're done with this. Move on.
Need to take more drugs.
I think I need to get out of this fucking TikTok fucking impatient mentality.
You should, because if you can't take a
Yeah.
10-second joke, because it's not 6 seconds.
You watch Family Guy?
That's fine. Are you talking about?
Yeah, that goes on for literally like three
Yeah, but
quarters
that
of
was-
the entire episode.
That was way before way before TikTok and Reels and Vine and all that.
Right.
And that's why I don't deal with that shit.
You don't, because you don't know how to use a phone.
Oh, I'm fine
Oh
with the phone.
my.
I have absolutely no want to wade through a
And
bunch
it's-
of women dancing
it's
and
smart.
lip syncing to
Well-
dumb music.
Hope's like, don't really shit talk this women dancing.
Oh, it just gets boring. It's the same shit over and over.
I did like Hope's like, well, no. Hold your tongue.
This movie
You know
was,
what my
I'm sorry, go Donnie.
my favorite scene probably is when she's running up the stairs and Ghostface is chasing her. So she like throws the bike down.
Oh,
Then her
God,
grandma,
That's right.
the
piano.
fucking piano.
That made me wonder who puts a piano right at the top of their stairs. That's so
Her
dangerous.
grandma.
Who
Of
puts their
course.
grandma at the top of the stairs? And who smokes their grandma with a fucking piano? That was aggressive.
Yeah, well, she was trying to survive though. She was in survival mode.
Yeah.
So that's what you do.
Yeah.
Toss your grandma under the bus.
Then their Matrix moments.
Was there Matrix moments?
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
There was.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that was a part that I was like,
She
ugh.
goes up and does that kind of like crane kick thing to him. as
Yeah,
she
and then
floats.
river dances in midair.
Oh, that one made me cringe.
And she throws that giant like bronze plate at him, and
Yep.
he
And he does
ducks
the,
backwards, and
but then he can't stand back up straight, so he waddles around forever.
and he has to like crash his back into a chair, and so he can stand back up.
Like
Yeah,
a
that's very
cartoon.
Looney Tunes.
Which
Yep.
is kind of funny because half the times that's how I feel.
See, yeah, I like this because the humor is so thick. It's so layered, and there's just so many jokes, one after another. Crude or not,
It was a good break.
It was.
Something dumb just to, before the next one. And I am so fucking excited for the next one.
I saw that's on Voodoo.
What is the next
I
one?
have it in there. Blunderbuss.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's not the name of it. Thanksgiving.
No, it's called
I know.
Thanksgiving.
I know, but I just remember hearing you two screaming at 2:00 in the morning, Blunderbuss!
It was great.
Oh, it's I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as we did.
And we get to put the sexual assault calendar to 1 episode, 2 episodes.
There was more sexual assault in this one.
None.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Oh, what are you talking about? There was sexual assault in this one.
What? Where?
Dave looks confused as well. She didn't consent to giving him a blowjob in the car.
Oh yes, correct. Damn it! Back to 0. Fuck.
Well, I wouldn't really call that. It wasn't assault because he didn't assault her. It
Somebody
was-
died.
Well,
It wasn't a fucking pepper.
I thought of Hereditary when I was watching that scene.
Yeah,
'Cause I was thinking decapitation. So yeah, I guess you're right. I would put that in the essay category.
Yeah. It wasn't intentional,
No, it wasn't. It was kind of incidental, but it did happen.
but she didn't want that to happen.
You know, sometimes.
But then when she does consent, that was gross.
That was gross.
That was gross.
When she flashed him, it was also.
that was hilarious.
Wait, I
That
missed
didn't
You
that.
turn you
settle
guys
for
on?
PG-13.
I missed that. What happened when that happened?
It was just a
She,
man's hairy
she opens
chest.
her,
Oh, okay.
yeah, and you just like a not somebody who's fat, but just has enough meat there, and
Yeah.
tits wiggle.
Did
Oh,
they jiggle
God, that
them?
was- yep,
Yeah.
went like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it
old,
was-
the old fucking shoulder shimmy.
yeah. You settle for PG-13, and then he falls out of the window.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, everything in this movie is
The
so
bats flying out of the underwear.
good. Yeah, and the
the 70s bush.
the afro down there.
I mean, sure. But the way that he finished,
Can't forget about the Tootsie Pop.
You know, I bet there's people that are into the way he finished.
What? What? Wait, what? What part are you talking about? Where his body just like loses all its fluids? Or are you talking about
Yes.
the way that she hits the ceiling?
That.
Because there are two different things here.
Well, they are the same thing, though.
Well, I meant like
One
the way he
perspective.
looked, like when he like it all went out and then it focused on
Yeah,
his the skeleton, which was great CGI. However, the river dance was terrible CGI.
Oh yeah.
That's fair. I don't know.
Well, less activity in the background. You're only looking at that part of a bed. So I'm sure that helps too, where you see an entire room behind her.
Yeah,
So I'm sure that has a lot.
it was
to
one
do
of
with
those
that.
things where CGI was real new at that time.
Yeah, true.
So I can understand it, but it still takes me out of it.
Yeah, I can see this being made in the 90s. Like this.
Well, it had to have
movie's
been filmed in like 99 ish.
got- Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's just got that feel to it.
Like I remember watching like the special features of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. And they had talked about how they spent like $50,000 to create a CGI sheep.
How stupid do you think he feels now?
Yeah, but in that movie, he never even used it.
How stupid do you think he feels now?
Well, back then though, when it was first, coming out, it was very expensive for CGI.
I know.
So that just gives me that reference of that time frame and how expensive it was to make CGI and how like that's why they tried not to use it and they were still transitioning from practical effects to CGI. And nowadays like you can do it on your fucking phone, you know?
Yeah, nowadays they're depending on who's doing it, like what studio, but there's scenes that you can't tell that they're CGI.
Yeah.
And then they have entire movies, like the Final Fantasy movie.
Yeah.
That looked really good for its time.
Polar Express.
Is that all right? Yeah, sure. I've never seen it.
I don't think I've seen it either.
Is that weird?
You're not missing anything. Terrible movie.
Donnie's like, yeah, it sucks. Don't watch it.
Yeah, the fucking ass.
So I don't know. What do you want to talk about? We talk about how it's sort of, I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream woven together.
There are
So
some other things in there too. They do a
Yeah.
good job at that.
There's a Blair Witch reference. There's The
Oh yeah, I
Sixth
forgot about
Sense,
that.
The
Yep,
Exorcist,
Sixth Sense.
The Shining, Halloween.
What was the Halloween in that? Just because it took place on like Halloween or something?
No,
Like I think they
don't know
mentioned it
specific
like
reference.
once.
There's a site I can go to right now that would.
Oh, it would
mention
tell you-
specific reference.
You're supposed to know these things.
I know. I'm supposed to have that shit up right now, but
It's fine.
Well,
You
got
yell
a
at me for
computer
being.
next to you.
He,
I know.
It's fine.
I'm playing the movie right now.
Why?
Cause
You're not supposed to be watching.
there's so
the
much.
movie.
I could do this. I'll take it and I'll just stop it at a random point. What do we got? We got Smokey screaming into the camera.
That's the very end of the movie when he's like, that's like after the credits.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it looks like he's looting a store. With
Yeah,
some
it's at the very fucking
his-
end of the movie.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
his snatch and run.
There we
we'll
go.
just go to a random point and hit pause.
He goes to the fucking end of the movie.
Yeah. But now I got Regina Hall getting stabbed by everybody in the movie theater.
What do you think of that scene?
It's so funny. She's so funny. I just love her. And they missed a joke here because they could have done Caesar and they could have had like
They did.
Well,
Everyone stabbed her like Caesar,
that's
which is what I thought of when
gotta
it was
listen.
happening.
You need Smokey in that scene to also stab her so that she can say "et tu, Smokey."
She could have said that about anybody.
No, do you know how?
Et tu, Bruto. Yeah, I get it. Brutus.
Yeah, it was his homie. That's why it's significant.
Yeah,
it
but
can't just
is
be
it-
anybody in
But
the
that
crowd.
would be her brother, right?
Yes.
So then why not have it be Anna Faris?
Well, it could be anybody. Just one of her friends.
Why are we arguing about this?
I don't know because it's a joke they missed that I would have put in. The
I
movie.
did think of Caesar when that was happening.
Okay.
Especially when the old lady came up behind her.
Yeah. She could have been like, "You too, Grandma."
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then it goes right into the scene with the lady crawling through the garage door.
Yep. Gross.
Yep. She's a funny lady too, I think.
I thought she was super familiar, but then like I looked her up and I was like, I guess I didn't really know her. But she looks like somebody familiar. I don't know how to explain that.
I get you. I get that all the time in these movies, and I look people up, and then their credits I'm not familiar with at all. But
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't seen any of this, so I have no idea where I would have.
Right? Like, I think it's TV episodes. You see people like, on Seinfeld or just a show, and they're just like a random character, and I think that's where you recognize them from.
Yeah, but I still look for those credits. Like, I'm like, oh, they were in an episode of fucking Scrubs, whatever.
Wow. I do too, but I never get into the specifics to be like, oh, he was in this episode of.
Well, sometimes there's those random episodes where that episode sticks out in your head, and then you see that guy later, and you're like, fucking Billy Bob. I don't know.
Good old Billy Bob.
I don't know why I just thought of Our City Blues, but
That's Varsity Blues.
Is that a horror movie?
No, it's a good one though. It's a classic.
See, you're surprising me with these movies that you've seen.
That's because I'm almost 40 years old. I've seen other things than horror movies.
It doesn't feel like it.
There was a long stretch where I wasn't as obsessed with horror movies, and I've always loved them, but I never felt like it's okay to love them outwardly. And so in the last 10 years, once I got with Madison and she was like, it's okay. You can like horror movies.
I think
then I started leaning into it.
I think it's important for me to state this, that we should talk about our movie preferences. Like, for instance, I would say, specialize, quote unquote, in horror movies.
Sure.
And Dave, I'd say his favorite is more sci-fi.
Yeah.
Especially if it involves space.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm not sure where Donnie lies, but I would say comedy.
I'd say, more or less.
I still can't get over the fact that, I think it was either last week or the week before when you're like, I don't watch bad movies. I think it wasn't the Bye Bye Man when I was teasing you for it not being that bad.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't watch bad movies. Bitch, chill.
I don't think I do.
I don't waste my time on trash. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Tommy Wiseau is.
Yeah, I don't even. What are you talking about? The Room?
I swear to you, I did not watch it. I didn't. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah. But that's not a horror movie either. So, I wanted to mention
I don't know
this.
about that. It is pretty horrible.
What's your specialty, Al?
I don't know if I have a specialty. I just wanted to mention it for the fact that I've had people be like, you should watch this movie. It's not a horror movie though. Horror movies isn't my fucking thing. That's your thing over there.
I know. I've kind of got everybody.
But now because we're doing this podcast, people are like, it's not a horror movie, so don't get your hopes up. I'm like, I like horror movies. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I watch them, and I watch plenty of them. But I watch other shit too.
That's fair. Only I.
But I wanted to say,
watch
I
horror.
found out that I think my favorite 2 movies of all time are Pool Hall Junkies and Rounders.
Never seen Rounders.
It's been years since I've seen those.
I just watched them the other day again, and I was like, "Yep, I can quote every fucking line from both of these movies."
My fingers so.
Yeah.
We were talking about this last night.
Oh yeah. Have you seen that movie,
Yeah.
Donnie?
I have not seen Rounders, but Al showed me what is it? Pool Hall? Pool House? Pool Hall?
Pool Hall Junkies.
Pool Hall Junkies. Al showed me that one.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of there's a lot of quotes that I still do from that movie with Al's voice in my head when I'm saying it.
Nice.
Take that, you motherless motherfuckers.
Yeah, all the time. That's in my head, and it's not even like the actor saying it. It's just Al yelling it to me.
Yeah. I have that one in my head eternally, you motherless. I feel like I was saying that under the Toyota last week. I
Yeah,
said something about being a motherless motherfucker.
it's just fun to say.
I forgot Christopher Walken is in that movie.
Oh yeah, he tells the whole story about the fucking lion getting picked on, and he's like, all the hyenas and the jackals are biting at him. Go out there, don't just beat him, kick his ass.
Kick his ass.
How was that impression?
That is actually pretty good.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we kind of mopped up everything there is to talk about on Scary Movie.
It's a good movie. We do have to go through and solidify our rankings now that we fucking babbled about it. So
I'm sticking with an 8. If anything, I'd go up to an 8.5 because, yes, put it at an 8.5 because it is good for what it is. It was part of its era. You know, it's offensive.
I didn't talk you down at all.
and crude. No,
I didn't talk you off the ledge.
no,
All right.
'cause I watched
He
this
went up?
movie
Cool. Great.
twice in the last like 2 days.
Cool.
And
Great.
it's
Stop
just,
fucking. Okay, I get it. You like it. It's a great fucking movie. Shut
Oh,
up.
All right, fine.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, whatever.
Donnie.
What do you? Yeah.
No, it's Donnie's turn.
Oh, see, I went through a roller coaster listening to you guys here. I'm gonna stick with an 8.
Did you
Because-
you didn't? I didn't talk you out of it.
You did. So I was talked up thinking about things like, okay, the movie does have good acting, and I was thinking about how, like, I hate parody movies that were made after a certain point because they're way too cartoonish, but this isn't so like some of the jokes and stuff are still clever, but you did get me. Like, I was raising my score a little bit, but then you're like, oh, some of these jokes are really like outdated. And the more I thought about that, I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess it didn't age well. And then I just started thinking about more parody movies I hate. So I was like, whatever. We'll stick with an 8 because it's got things I like. But yeah, it's not it did not age super well.
My joke was gonna be like you're gonna say like, no, I didn't go down at all. And I was gonna be like, oh, fucking great, you love the movie, shut the fuck up. And just say the same thing I said to Opie, but
Rush
fair
through
enough.
everyone else's review to get to yours.
No, I was just gonna say Dave could do his, and then I'll be like, all right, good night, guys, everybody, yeah.
Not budging. Stan.
What is yours?
8.5.
8.5.
Yep.
So I didn't talk you. I'm just kidding.
No. You suck.
And Dale's probably going to the 4 now.
Yeah.
No, actually, I am gonna go up to like a 7.
I love this. He always starts out low, and every time I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, I got to get him up. And he does. So
Yeah,
far-
I mean,
so
like,
far he
it
comes
is
up
good.
every time.
My negatives are still like even though the jokes are dated, and like I feel like after a certain age, there are going to be people that don't understand
But
it.
we still do. That's the
Yes.
nice part.
But
Mhm.
and for the time, it wasn't made for the future. So that's where I'm like, it's not made to like stand the test of time. That wasn't their goal. Their goal was to fucking make something funny right now. And so that's why I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, even though for watching it, how many years later? 24 years later?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still funny. It's still good. And I bet you that it's probably great to like find somebody that hasn't seen it and get them to watch it.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
So,
You know what? I lower my score to a 7.9 because I just thought about the bad CGI when she was dancing in the air,
Oh.
and that kind of upset me.
I'm still holding on to.
Can I read some of the spoof movies from the 2000s?
Okay, yes, please.
Epic movie, disaster movie, not another teen movie. Meet the Spartans.
That's the one that I was talking about.
There's one called Taint Light.
What the fuck is
Oh,
that?
have not.
Scary Movie 2, 3, and 4.
Yep.
Superhero movie.
Okay.
Kung Pao.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Kung Pao.
Is that a what is that a fucking
Kung
spoof
Pao?
of?
That's
Enter
it's
the
a
dragon.
Is that
type?
the ping pong one?
He's got beavers. It looks like.
no. That's the one where his nunchucks are. He has beaver chucks.
Yes. That's
I
the one.
don't
It's
know that
really
one.
stupid, and like it's purposely made like a what is that called?
Like a Bruce Lee, like a
When they put dubbed,
okay.
they purposely like are talking
Yeah.
and have the English stupid voices going over, and then there's also a guy in that who is wearing squeaky clown shoes.
Fucking and you're saying this with a smile on your face right now.
It is such a stupid movie. It was funny,
Because
but
have fun. You're having fun.
I
here's-
have seen that, but it's been years since I've seen it, and I
Here's
think I've
a-
only seen it once.
Here's a spoof movie that I bet you haven't thought of in a while. Club Dread.
I like that. I have that.
Broken Lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great movies.
Yeah,
Wait, how is that a spoof movie? Is that like supposed to be like making fun of slashers?
for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was just a comedy on its own. I didn't think it was like
I know. I love them guys though.
Yeah.
They
That's
made,
the Super Trooper
The
guys?
Super Trooper
Yeah.
1 and 2. Yeah. Those were great movies.
Beer Fest.
Beer Fest is fantastic also.
We got Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz also.
Ooh,
Those are
Okay,
good- those are
okay,
two good
okay,
ones,
okay,
too.
okay.
I haven't seen
those are up there in my
years.
favorites.
We got another one, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Oh, that is
Okay, that's
That's a movie
the number
that
one right there.
everybody needs to
So,
see.
what are you reading these in chronological order?
No,
Just
okay.
from 2000.
because they're not in chronological. order.
Okay, because I was gonna say these are ramping up. These are getting better as we
I
go
know.
on.
Zombieland.
That's a
one of
great
them.
That's
one,
good.
too.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
And there's a bunch, but I'm trying to pick out the horror ones. Kung Fu Hustle. That's one of them.
Never saw that one. I can picture the cover of it.
Could you put Semi-Pro and Anchorman in the spoof movie category?
I
Maybe-
wouldn't put Anchorman in there.
Yeah, maybe semi-pro. Not maybe.
No.
Sports.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call it a spoof.
Yeah, it's kind of its own thing.
Yeah.
Just like the way that semi-pro is the way that I see Club Dread.
Semi-pro. Was that the ping pong one or
No,
was
that's
that
the basketball one with Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, okay.
The ping pong one was Balls of Fury.
Balls
I-
of Fury. Okay.
I used to get
and that's got Christopher Walken in it also.
name-wise, I used to get Tropic Thunder
That's a great movie too.
confused with semi-pro. Because in
I
the
haven't
in
seen
semi
that in years. I'm gonna be buying that shortly. I love that.
there's no way you don't have it.
I don't think I do. It might be on the PlayStation one.
I have a Blu-ray DVD or
Well,
whatever.
I'll just buy it so it's on.
There's Undercover Brother. I don't know if you guys.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've. seen
Okay,
it
so what are you gonna
1,000
name
times.
next? Orgasmo?
No. Wet Hot American Summer,
That's good.
Idiocracy.
That's,
Was that a movie or wasn't that a TV
it's
show?
both. It was a movie and,
Both.
and
Because
then a
I've
TV
seen
show.
I've seen. I think the movie
The TV show is great too.
Oh,
But it's the
that
same
has
actors.
that just
that
came out.
blonde
Yeah.
chick.
Shit,
think-
we just saw her in another movie.
Yeah, she plays in what is it like something about Mary? No, not
No.
Zach and Miri.
Yes,
That chick.
yes.
Yep.
Why I can't think of her name right now? Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth
That's
Banks.
it. Yeah, we
Mm.
just talked about
Yeah.
her. Yeah. So, okay.
What else you got, Opie? Spit it out.
Let's see. Fanboys. It's a.
That's a good one.
That's
I
a
like
good
that.
one,
I have
too.
that. I own that one.
I don't know that one.
It's about like nerd shit.
The Onion movie.
And that's the one where somebody's terminally
Ooh.
ill or something like that. And
I don't remember it
they
that
they go to like a Star Wars convention thing.
well. Yes.
Yes. And
We-
the one's doing that weird punch
And they're-
dance by the van.
Yeah, and they're making fun.
Isn't that? No, wait.
I think you just mixed up Hot Rod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I swear to God they were doing something by the van too.
It's
Hot Rod's
that's
also really
Hot
good.
Rod, they do the same thing. That's a great movie also.
Zoolander, Bo Rat, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Dance
I don't consider those last
That's-
three even
You know what,
spoofs.
Get
Really?
a kick out of that. Well, kind of. They make fun of Star Wars.
Yeah, dude.
But-
yeah, they kind of do.
That
Yeah.
one, I saw that in theaters
I was there.
9 times.
I was there for one of those.
Oh wow.
We drove up there. Marshall and I actually drove up there. Oh, we've seen it 9 times in theater.
Damn.
That's a little excessive.
He wanted to keep going to it, and he paid for it. So I was like, no, I don't care.
I went with one of those times.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you went 8 other times.
9 times total. And I think a lot of the times we're bringing somebody else with us, and they wanted us to see it with them.
Do you know what
again.
movie I remember seeing with you and Jarl?
What?
Freddy versus Jason.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny English, and there's one called The 41-Year-Old Virgin Who Knocked Up Sarah Marshall and Felt Super Bad About It.
Yep, I've seen that one too.
Egg.
I don't know if I actually watched that one. I think that was at my point when I was like, I'm done with these fucking movies.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was in
remember it.
2010, so yeah, you'd be burnt out on that
Yeah.
shit. By 2010, that shit was done. So yeah, that's scary movie. We loved it. It was fantastic. It was great. It was everything we wanted it to be.
It was just
and more.
above mediocre.
It was great.
It was.
I enjoyed it. Again.
Yeah, we all enjoyed it. Every single one of us.
Yep, every single one of us.
Cool.
But next we get to watch Thanksgiving.
I'm not ready.
I think that was a big hit last year. I think you guys aren't the only ones that thought it was great.
We laughed at it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dave and I had a great time.
See, this isn't good for me because I'm already annoyed by it.
Blunderbuss.
And that's not
You were
helping.
so pissed off, like just getting up and you're like, "The fuck are you guys doing? What are you talking
'Cause
about?"
you
We
guys are
just
just
wouldn't shut up about the blunderbuss.
How fucking baked were you guys?
We weren't. That's the best part.
Oh my god. And this was just last
Not
year.
since Family
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah, this is a new movie.
This
Yeah.
was just last year. When the fuck was Donnie up here fucking screaming about blunderbusses last year?
He came. It was when he came
Can't
up
remember.
to visit.
It's rare that it happens. It was probably well, he stops by here because I know he's in this area all the time.
Well, not all the
I
time.
have my fingers on the pulse of this community.
The fuck is that supposed to
Well,
mean?
Well, he was
Ears all
going to
over
come
this
up, but he
town.
got sick the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was planning on coming up around Halloween.
Which I was actually, like I said, next time you come up, at least you got a computer to use. We're not using that old
Oh yeah,
laptop.
I'll be up around Christmas, so I'll be able to.
We should
Hopefully
schedule a
be
time
there
for
for
you
the-
to record a podcast here
That'd be pretty sweet. We need another
Yeah,
microphone.
Microphones and stuff
in
like
studio. We got it. We get it figured out.
that? All
Oh
right.
yeah.
In studio live.
Live from Wisconsin
From the deep woods.
instead of Chi-Town.
Ugh, Chi-Town.
Is that Chicago?
Chi-Chi Land.
Oh yeah.
Ask the Packers about Chicago.
Oh my God. Are you bragging right now? Are you bragging because you won by a blocked fucking field goal?
That much right there.
He's pointing to his fingertips.
Yeah, just the tip.
Just
Just the tip, like
Just the
LaFleur
tip.
said.
what?
Yes,
Why-
the Packers about Chicago.
By the way, Donnie is not a Bears fan that I'm aware of.
Oh,
I'd imagine he's a Packer fan
Bud
Ah.
Packer.
if he watches football. I don't know. Maybe some people don't. I don't know.
He loves the Jaguars.
Yeah, that's his favorite team.
eh. Big Dolphins fan, actually.
He's like, don't let me fucking talk. You don't even get me talking about Tank Bigsby.
Oh, God. All right. Should we kill this thing?
Yeah, let's shut her down.
Kill it dead.
All right. Kill this thing. And next week, Thanksgiving, get on all the socials and comment and say nice things to us. We're on YouTube and Spotify and any other streaming service for podcasts. Like and subscribe. Engage on Twitter or X or Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. So thanks. And till next week, Thanksgiving.
I also do want to mention that if you get a message from me, it's not spam. It's this podcast.
Yes.
Blunderbuss.
Bye-bye.
Toodles.
I'm gonna slash and gash.
cut another hole in your ass, spill blood on the walls and play tennis with your balls. If the phone rings, don't answer the call, I'm gonna slit your throat. Fuck you like a goat. Peel your foreskin off and make a winter coat. I'm a deadly surprise, I scoop out both of your eyes. Scrape the meat off your thighs, leave your carcass for flies. Cause everyone who meets up with me in the end eventually dies. I'm the last.